Hello everyone, Brittany Peterman here recording for my resource walkthrough. For this assignment, I kind of wanted to focus on differentiating my instruction and finding in some activities that were a little bit more challenging for my students that are a little bit higher achieving, or those quick finishers that complete their work before everyone else, then they would have a job to do afterwards that could be a little bit more challenging for them. So just a refresher, I am focusing on number sense in kindergarten, and that's kind of a big umbrella. There's a lot that falls under that. And basically at this point in the year, we want to see students one-to-one counting. We want to see them writing from their numbers from 0 to 30. In kindergarten at my school, our goal for them is to be able to write from 0 to 100 by the end of the school year. District standards say 1 to 30. We just like to have that higher arching goal for our kiddos to get them ready for first grade. So a few of the walkthroughs that I've done in the past have been more focusing on that one-to-one counting and a little bit more directed towards the number sense. As I noted before, I wanted to find something that I could use for differentiating my instruction and challenging those kiddos that are a little bit higher thinking and those quick finishers. So the resource that I am using for this walkthrough is the Math Playground website. I really enjoyed this as I was going through it, and there's not a specific spot for kindergarten games, but since I'm looking for challenging my kiddos, my quick finishers, these first grade games could be really, really helpful in that. And some of them would be too difficult, but I did find a few that would work for my kiddos. So this monster subtraction and the monster addition would work very, very well for them. Just working on those basic addition facts 1 through 10. And then later in the year, we start adding numbers to make team numbers. So that is something that I could use from here till the end of the year. The one that I'm going to highlight on and talk about today is this alien addition. This could be really, really fun for my kids, and a few of them, just off the top of my head, I know would be able to use this successfully now. So I definitely have to scaffold for them at first, go through it with them a few times before they'd actually be able to figure this out. But basically they're looking for the equation that goes with the answer. So I am going to change this to have 1 to 10 versus 1 to 12 because that's what we're working on right now. And I'm going to change the game speed to slow. This is what I would do starting out until they were able to figure this out on their own and do it a little bit quicker. They were a little bit more comfortable with it. So they see the answer down here, so they're looking for the equation that equals 5. They're going to use the keys to move around and find the answer, and then they're going to hit the space bar to shoot their laser. And if they get it right, then they move on to the next one. Now I'm looking for the answer for 3. If I were to get this wrong, it just switches. So it's not, it helps them understand that was not the right answer, and they just try again. And it gives them time. They don't have to race to find the answer. It gives them a little bit of time to figure it out, which is really nice because in kindergarten, it still does take them a little bit of time to figure that out. They use their fingers. Some kids really don't need to. And then we ran out of time, so try again. And it gives them their score, which really for now, I want this to be extra practice. Not so much for a great score. It's just good extra practice for them, and it's a little bit of a challenge for those higher arching learners and those learners that are not overthinking, but higher thinking. This could be a really good resource for them. I sometimes have a hard time finding resources that could challenge my kids, and so I was really excited when I found this, and hopefully I'll be able to use this in my classroom here coming up within this second quarter.